But Rob, let's go to the NFL. And yesterday at the Super Bowl parade, Aaron Donald spoke. Go ahead. You got a joke?
No, I don't have a joke. I'm going to try to keep it.
You're smiling like you got a joke.
No, I'm going to keep it clean.
You don't have a clean joke. You got a joke, not a clean joke.
Yeah.
Now, don't say that one.
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't say the one you said today on 570 that got you chased out of the building.
Go ahead.
The one that like 13-year-olds would say.
You laughed. You laughed.
No, I didn't laugh.
Yes,
when I heard it, I did not. I said, "Oh, Rob."
Oh, Rob.
All right, but anyway, do we have sound of Aaron Rodgers? Rob.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. I'm sorry. But anyway, Aaron Donald was at the parade, obviously, and he spoke, obviously. And if you're a Rams fan, you got to be feeling good because he talked, Rob, about running it back. That was the big, and that's always the theme, isn't it? The Chiefs, the Buccaneers.
Chris, you just said it. Eagles. Don't you remember the Chiefs? Right. Run it back. Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're bringing everybody back. We're going to win. What was who was the running back,
Well, the
Chris?
Chiefs are talking about not 4, not 5. That was Chris Jones.
6. Chris
and
Jones.
then was it
That?
Tyreek Hill, I think, who said, why stop at 5?
Not 5.
Exactly.
We want
right.
7. I mean, it got ridiculous. But here's what Aaron Donald said. This is after the parade. If we bring everybody back, I'm back. Odell Beckham, Von Miller, we bring them guys back. Let's make it happen. During the parade, he said, we built a super team. We can bring a super team back. Why not run it back? We could be world champions again. Rob, we've talked about this before. It is tough to repeat as champion in the NFL. It is tough. It hasn't been done since 2004. The 2003-2004 New England Patriots, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. That's almost 20 years. And here's why, Rob. Now, it didn't used to be as difficult. In the 60s, the Packers repeated as Super Bowl champs. In the 70s, the Steelers and the Miami Dolphins repeated as Super Bowl champs. Steelers did it twice. In the 80s, San Francisco repeated. In the 90s, Dallas and Denver. But free agency started in the 90s and really got going in the 2000s, Rob. And that's one big reason that you don't see teams repeating anymore or very much.
But Chris, you
because
don't see
of free agency.
Right, and you don't see them repeating in any sport. It is definitely different, and I think
basketball, I don't think has been that. You've seen various Golden State.
Golden
repeated.
State, right. Golden State was the last.
Miami
one
repeated.
What year was that?
With LeBron.
Yeah, but that's when LeBron
13,
and them went
14,
there. Yeah,
right.
And
Kobe repeated.
In baseball,
09, 010, 10.
Yeah, baseball, it hasn't happened since 99, 2000, so it's been over like 20 years, like you said, in football.
And
so
I think the common thing in all of them, though, is free agency. Right. Interestingly enough, I think basketball, Rob, because one guy or two guys especially can make such a big difference. But in the other sports,
But I'm with you on this, just about it sounds good, and I get it. You rally cry, let's get everybody back, and we'll do it again. Tampa Bay said it last year, too. And they brought everybody back, Chris, and it didn't happen. Injuries are a big part of football. A lot of things have to go right for you. A lot of situations. It's just very, very difficult. Even with the same personnel, it doesn't mean everybody's going to play the same. And, trying to keep people who might have a chance to go elsewhere and make more money or get more playing time now that they're on a championship team. Those are opportunities that people can't pass up either. So there's a lot of different variables, and I just don't think it sounds good, but I don't think it's really as doable, or I should say it's tough to try to make that happen in the NFL. That's all.
Absolutely.
I just think
it's not impossible. Look.
Right.
I think the Rams will be good. Let's say they bring everybody back, essentially. And that's a lot of people. OBJ, we know he's going to be out with the ACL, at least some of the season. I would think most, if not all. But Robert Woods should be back as a receiver. Andrew Whitworth, Rob, 40 years old offensive lineman. He's probably retiring. Okay, you got a few
Right.
other offensive linemen that are free agents. Von Miller is a free agent. So these are all guys that they have to make sure that they bring back or replace with somebody.
And Von Miller might
just
be
as
like,
good.
I'm good now. You
He's
know
got
what I
2
mean?
Super
Like,
Bowls.
right, I'm good.
He's 32. That doesn't sound old. It's not old, but he's been around the block a lot and he's accomplished everything. He's a Hall of Famer. He's got his 2 rings, one of them a Super Bowl MVP. Like, does he really want to go through it? And he's got a personality, Rob, where people like him. He's charismatic. He could probably do whatever he wants after the game. So, yeah, he'll be interesting, although I think he did talk about running it back too. But here's the thing. They'll be good. I don't think I'd pick them in the NFC. I definitely don't think I'd pick them to win it again, but if you can get there, hey, you got a shot, right? Here's the one thing beyond just their talent, Rob, that could benefit them in their quest to repeat. Look at the NFC. You got Dallas, who there are always question marks about, right? We know that. You've got Green Bay, if they bring back Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers goes to the AFC, then you got nobody in that division to worry about. Right?
Well, but even then, it doesn't mean that you're going to get through the AFC team because they're going to.
Well,
be,
no, yeah,
right,
but I'm just saying if you get to the
back,
Super Bowl,
right,
hey, you got a shot, right. And then you've got in Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Atlanta, Carolina, nobody in that division. Okay, and then in your own division, San Francisco, very good, but they'll be essentially a rookie quarterback, Trey Lance, first year as a full-time starter. So we don't know how good or how bad he might be. We don't know. He looks good. He looks pretty good. He didn't light it up, in his few starts this season.
But he might not be good enough to get them
so
there.
We have no idea. Arizona, they're going through all types of controversy. And Kyler Murray, can he stay healthy? Cliff Kingsbury, can he coach well throughout an entire season? And then Seattle with Russell Wilson, even if they bring him back, do they have the players elsewhere to be a great team? Or does he end up moving to the AFC? So that benefits the Rams, Rob. You're right. I mean, who knows if they could beat the AFC team. But the NFC road is lighter than it's been in a long time, especially if Rodgers isn't back with the Packers.
If Rodgers isn't and no more Brady, absolutely. I mean, there's definitely an opening. And they could look at it and say, hey, the road and Dallas. I know people want to put Dallas in there every year. We don't know what's happening in Seattle. I'm with you, Chris. There's a lot of question marks. And even if Dallas comes back with a similar squad, am I hell-bent on believing that they're getting there?
Absolutely.
No, I'm not.
Right.
It's
can't. Almost like you're not going to believe it until you see it.
Right. That's
you
what,
don't know.
That's what
you
the
don't
Cowboys
even have
are.
to pinpoint what will go wrong.
Right. It's
but
like when they get there, wake me up, and then I'll believe it because I'm not on this dream scape. I'm not believing in the Cowboys. We talk about them for the last 26 years or whatever. Enough.
No, it's true. There's always something: injuries, drama.
No
bad
defense.
coaching, bad calls, no defense, no offense, whatever. It's always something with those Cowboys. So, yeah, I think the Rams, it'll be interesting. And they got a path in the NFC that certainly is doable as far as getting back to the Super Bowl. But, it's tough to do. And they got their hands full to get there if they're going to do it. But, yeah, it's an interesting situation. Rob, does this bother you that Aaron Donald, who if he plays, he's going to be great. Now, will he be as great? That's the only question. But him saying, if we bring everybody back, I'm back. Does that, but it's not like, oh, I'm ready to go, let's go get this again. It's if we bring everybody back. And, we've mentioned this saying a lot. They say once you discuss retirement, once you start thinking about
once you
retirement,
put it out there,
you've retired.
They said that. Remember, that came up in Aaron Rodgers' conversation, and he won 2 MVPs.
Right.
Remember that did come up, and he mentioned it, and people thought maybe he's checking out, because once you start talking about it. So I don't know. And in Aaron Donald's case, I'm not sure. Is he doing it, Jordan? You remember? Yeah, if you bring Phil back, I'll be interested in coming back. First thing the Bulls did was like, Phil's done. Okay, remember that?
Right.
Like
Which
that
is
was
ridiculous.
that to me.
They
That
may
was
have
the
left
ultimate
the ring on
one.
the table.
Right.
They may have left the ring on the table.
They did. They were like, because Jordan was coming back.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
If they had
I'll be
brought
back.
Phil back. It just that doesn't make that upsets me to this day.
Am I right, Chris?
Because that's a GM making it all about himself. It's like we talked about with the report yesterday about the Lakers. Oh, LeBron, you put this team together. You make it happen.
Right.
We will not make a trade. Like, that's not what this is about. It's not elementary school. It's not CYO. It's not about teaching lessons. It's about winning.
Right,
We're on the same team.
You're not going to scrub a whole season to prove a point if you can make a deal that could get you out of it. It doesn't even make sense. That's why I just none of that made any sense to me. It just didn't.
All right.